Alright, what I want to show you really quickly here, or as quick as I need to, is a couple of tools that I really find exceptional for me, and I'll give you an idea that they are available in other sort of formats. For example, what I'm talking about is this little elephant up here. It's called Evernote. I'm going to go in there. I do have an Evernote account. I have a basic one. You can have a premium one. There you go. It's logging me in. What I like about it is it's a notes platform, and I'm not going to go through all the note platforms that are available, other than to say there is a fair few you can pick from your device. We've got a whole bunch of reports in here that I've clipped, and then ones that I've done as far as notes. For example, local network meeting, it's where I do the minutes. I take all these minutes in my pad. When I get back to the office, it syncs across to my desktop. So the notes that I've had there, I can then transfer and copy and paste. So for that network, for example, I would just copy and paste that, and I would put that in my my Word document, because I actually use Word in accessibility format to send those notes out. So these other ones, these are articles that you can get, and I've got these by clipping the web. So I've been on the internet around this thing. I can't even know why I've got that, but anyway, here's probably not something that's more relevant to me. I've just clipped that straight out of the internet when I was on the browser by using this little elephant top icon up here. So what I might do is just show you some more usefulness of it, but I'm going to switch over to my screen capture mode to show you the mobility of this device. Alright, just bear with me while I swap across. So I've got my screen capture on, and just to have a look at Evernote. So I go over to my Evernote app, and basically it's a notebook app, but it's got this cross-platform which I've already mentioned, and I want to show you some of the features of how it works in different environments. So the fact that it syncs between two devices means I can do a lot with it, especially on a mobile phone or a tablet in a classroom setting, for people with cognitive load issues especially. So I'll just show you what I mean. So I'm in my notebook, and you'll see we've got notes very similar. Well, actually they're the same as the ones we just looked at on the desktop. Now, because it syncs across, what I want to do is add one. So, okay, so this is like a brand new piece of paper on an old notebook, and we want to give it a title. So let's just use our big fat thumbs, and you see I'm already using the predictive text. I find that much easier on phones and tablets. All right, call it Access Notes, and let's start typing. But guess what? I'm going to make a lot of mistakes with my thumb, so I'm not going to type this one out. I'm going to read it out. Just bear with me as I do. So what I'm doing is going down to the space bar. Next to the space bar is the microphone icon. I'm going to turn that on. I'm going to type. I'm going to type using my voice. But you're going to lose me for a second, because the device, the app, is going to access the microphone, and I'll lose connection to the screen capture. But anyway, you'll see what I mean. Here we go. So there you go, and here comes my cat to say hello as well. Say hello, cat. Thank you very much. There's some other really good important features in this as well. One of it, and then we use the plus feature, which is there to the left. You can take a photo, you can add from photos, record audio, add a sketch, or attach a file. A couple of ones I want to show you is the take a photo one. Let's take a photo. And I'm going to use my home whiteboard. So I've taken that photo, I want to save it, and you'll see it now appears in my notes. So you can imagine if you've got a series of instructions for a student in a classroom setting, rather than retype it out, they could just take a screen capture of it. Yeah, I mean, they could be working in a classroom setting or in a group setting. Any notes that are there, take a picture of it, don't have to retype it out. The other thing is that I can now add stuff to that picture. So I go to an annotation feature. I can put an arrow in there, which is like that, but I can also hold it down and add text as well. So you can see you can add notes on top of the photo as well. So that's done. So we'll save that. So that's a really good function for it. So that sits in there in your notes. Pretty cool. Let's say you do have the instructions there and it's in a classroom setting, and then the facilitator says, well, I just want to add a little bit of extra information before you go on your break. It might be that if you've got the right understanding facilitator knows what you're about to do, you'd put your hand up and say, ready, set, go. And you hit the recording function, which is down the bottom next to the camera. It's now recording my voice and the voice of the cockatoo flying overhead. So I need you to have these constructions done by the end of the week. There you go. And then the student would turn that off. That's now accessible as an MP3 file within the app. So let's give it a crack. It's now recording my voice and the voice of the cockatoo. I think that's actually, I'm not sure if that's captured on the screen recording because of the MP3 file stuff. I'll flag that in the video. So you can see it's got a number of features in there. So not only can I type information in there, I can speech to text the information in there, I can audio capture it, or can I have video, photograph it. And there's a few other attachments, features that you can do. What I just want to say is I really love this functionality of being synced across all the platforms. There are other applications out there very similar to the Evernote one, and in particular I talk about OneNote. And there's also a series of other Google Notes, these sort of things. Do have similar functionality, but not necessarily all the elements in one little platform that I'm looking for. So I just thought I'd show you Evernote. It's one of my favorites. Talking about favorites, let's move on and I'll show you one of my other ones, Claro Reader. All right, I'm back to my outside workspace here to show you this on video camera rather than screen capture. The product I want to show you is a thing called Claro Reader, and I'll include it in the links for you. So there it is, it opens up. This to me is one of the best devices for productivity for me when I'm traveling a lot. So the idea of it works off a PDF system. So I can basically add any PDF to this device, and one of the things I really like about it is the functionality of it works, once it's downloaded the document, it works offline. So I will download a big report to my Claro Reader from the cloud, and then I, on the road, plug it through my car speakers and listen to it, because it'll read to you. So for example, let's just hit the button.
Claro PDF is an app for reading and commenting on PDF files and documents. Claro PDF speaks back accessible text PDF files and documents with high quality speech and highlighting so you can follow the words as they are spoken.
How cool was that? Some people complain they don't like the voice, trying to listen to that sort of voice. I actually got used to it pretty quickly. There's a whole bunch of other functionalities in there though, which are off this planet, so to speak, and that's all these annotation buttons up the top here. I suggest you have a look at it. There's about 3 or 4 different options of this type of product for all different sort of environments. Please check it out, Claro Reader or Claro software. It's a really big tool to have in your backpack.